Oh, je sais pas si c'est possible ça. Yeah, it's better to Is this in focus? It's on autofocus. Okay. It should be. It doesn't matter. There's no like.
So you've gotten a bit of a stretch now, and we also have your attention, so please continue listening. Wait. Wait, what is it about? Yeah.
Dance in one form or another has existed throughout history. There is a huge range of dance forms. They are varied across the ages and among different parts of the world. They include ballroom dancing, hip-hop, ballet, salsa, breakdancing, belly dancing, Latin dancing, tribal dancing, and more.
Every day I'm shuffling. Ranger in my bed.
these people in the morning and afternoon, and it is compulsory for students to attend at least once a week. Yeah, no, it's just a plan so don't get disappointed. And to teach the class, we can ask our friendly PE staff to instruct us. The dances that are taught don't need to be like complex or really hard to master. They can simply teach us the dances we learned in our earlier grades and have long forgotten. But then you ask, why should I bother getting up or staying up later after school? What's the use? And then we say, dancing makes you smarter.
Yes, freaking dancing makes us stay smarter for longer. Dancing is actually the only physical activity that benefits the brain by improving brain activity, concentration, memory, as well as reducing stress and tension. Of course, it also physically improves posture, strength, endurance, and flexibility. This improved mobility reduces the risk of osteoporosis and dementia, which includes the Alzheimer's disease. These reasons all contribute to why we would like to introduce this plan into our school. You'll thank us later in life.
Hello? It's loud. Can anyone hear me? So hi everyone. When I say the word culture, what comes into your mind? Like, what do you think of? Brendan, what do you think of when I say?
The customs and what your society conforms to.
No, but what culture do you think of? Australian culture. Alex, what culture do you think of? Australian. Meryl, you? Indian. So, as you can see, like when I say the word culture, most of you didn't think of your own culture, which is perfectly fine and reasonable. But before we go any further, what is culture? Well, culture is defined as a set of beliefs, behaviors, values, or language of a certain population. A culture is more than a race, and you can belong to more than one culture. For example, a Christian in Africa and a Christian in England, though they may be ethnically different, share the same culture, their religion. So now we've gotten that out of the way, let me try and explain what we're talking about today. So just pretend everyone here is a fish, and you're happy fish, and you're swimming around, and but you're a fish, and you're oblivious to how important the glass, in the water, and the glass that keeps the water together, is how important that is to your life. And the glass and the water is like your culture, because the fish's vision is distorted by it, because you know water like distorts vision. So a culture, it unconsciously dictates our everyday actions. And an example being, if an American teenager just bought a Ferrari, he'd probably show it to all his friends and get everyone free joyrides. Well, if someone of an East Asian background got a Ferrari, he'd probably not reveal it to anyone, because that's what Confucius said. So I'm going to talk to you today about the effects of not knowing your culture. George here is going to be talking about why you have to know your own culture to know other cultures, and Calvin, who's not here, so I'm going to do it, will talk about how you can learn about your own culture. So, why is knowing your own culture important? Well, to begin with, your culture is what defines you, and if you don't have a culture, you don't really belong anywhere. I mean, you can argue, you can adapt to other cultures, and you can change the way you live, your lifestyle, probably even the way you talk. But there are some things you can never change. For example, no matter how much plastic surgery I get, I will still look Asian. And then you can argue that I can adapt to other cultures like Korean and Japanese. But then I'll have to learn to speak the language fluently, and during that time, I'm not going to be accepted as a Korean or a Japanese person because I won't be able to speak it fluently. And, So knowing your own identity, cultural identity, helps you to belong to a group. And after all, we humans need to belong. And this is more directed at ABCs, you know, Australian-born Chinese. First I'd like to ask everyone a question. Put your hands up if you're of Chinese origin here. Now keep your hands up if you can fluently read and write language. This is what I expected because this is the reason why lots of ABCs turn into bananas because now they're outside white on the inside. Such as Korean, just because you can speak and write Chinese doesn't mean you can automatically read it. And reading, like, the seminal text of the culture is an important way into discovering what the culture is like. And so, yeah. So, not knowing your own culture can lead to really embarrassing situations. So, let's pretend you're going for a job interview. So, Ricky here is applying for a job, and Eric is the interviewer.
So, you are Chinese?
Yes.
And you read and write Chinese?
No, but I'm fluent in Japanese.
I asked you if you knew Chinese.
I know, but I can read.